The 10 most famous gladiators of the Roman Empire. They fought not for country, but for survival. And some became legends. In the blood-soaked sands of the arena, where steel met flesh and crowds screamed for death, a few men rose above the rest. These were the gladiators who didn't just fight, they became myth. Here are the 10 most famous gladiators of the Roman Empire, warriors whose names still echo through history. 1. Spartacus, the rebel who shook Rome. He wasn't born to fight. He was born to rebel. Spartacus was a Thracian soldier, enslaved and forced into gladiator training at the ludus of Capua. But in 73 BCE, he broke free, leading the greatest slave uprising Rome had ever seen. With tens of thousands of followers, he defeated Roman armies and marched across the empire. Rome panicked. The Senate feared him. It took the full force of Crassus and legions of men to stop him. Spartacus died in battle, but he died a legend. 2. Cricus, the Gaul who defied Rome, once a comrade of Spartacus. Cricus was a champion gladiator, a Gaul strong and fearless. But Cricus split from Spartacus during the rebellion, eager to march on Rome itself. His band was defeated, but his bravery was immortalized. He proved gladiators were more than slaves. They were warriors with will. 3. Flamma, the 4-time survivor, a Syrian by birth. Flamma fought in 34 matches and survived 31 of them. He was awarded the rudis, the wooden sword of freedom, 4 times. And 4 times he chose to keep fighting. Why? Honor? Fame? Addiction to the crowd? No one knows, but Flamma died in the arena by choice, a gladiator until the end. 4. Priscus and Verus, a fight for the ages. These 2 warriors faced off in one of the most famous gladiator battles ever, at the grand opening of the Colosseum in 80 CE. They fought for hours, blow for blow, the crowd on fire with excitement. And when both men dropped to their knees, exhausted but alive, the Emperor Titus did something unheard of. He granted victory and freedom to them both. 2 men, 1 match. No loser. It became a symbol of Roman honor and spectacle. 5. Carpophorus, the beastslayer. Not all gladiators fought men. Some faced lions, bears, panthers, even rhinoceroses. Carpophorus was the king of beast hunters, a venator. He reportedly killed 20 wild animals in a single show, unarmored, with only a spear. The crowd saw him as Hercules reborn. He didn't just survive the arena, he dominated it against nature itself. 6. Spiculus, the emperor's favorite. Spiculus was a superstar of his time. He won riches, property, and fame thanks to Emperor Nero, who adored him. Nero was so obsessed, he reportedly wanted Spiculus to kill him when the empire turned on him. But Spiculus never came. Still, his name became synonymous with gladiator celebrity, a man loved by emperors and feared in the arena. 7. Tetrites, the undefeated boxer. Tetrites was known across the empire, even outside of Rome. Graffiti in Pompeii and ancient images from as far as France and England show his victories. He fought as a secutor, heavy armor, shield, short sword, pure strength. Records say he never lost a match. He may not have rebelled like Spartacus, but Tetrites was what every gladiator dreamed of being, undefeated. 8. Hermes, the multi-class killer. Hermes was unique, a versatile fighter trained in multiple styles. He could switch between weapons, tactics, and roles, fighting like a chameleon in the arena. In one record, he was said to have fought and defeated 3 men in a single day, each from a different class. He became a fan favorite because he turned every fight into a performance. Not just strength, but strategy. 9. Marcus Atilius, the rookie who defeated champions. Atilius was a free Roman citizen who voluntarily became a gladiator, possibly to pay off debts. In his very first fight, he faced a decorated veteran and won. In his second, he fought another champion and won again. Though records fade after that, his early victories earned him instant fame. He became the symbol of the underdog, defying odds in a world built on violence. 10. Commodus, the emperor who became a gladiator. Yes, the emperor. Commodus, son of Marcus Aurelius, didn't just watch the games. He stepped into the arena himself. Wielding a specially blunted sword, he fought wounded or terrified opponents. Some say it was a performance. Others say it was a psychological flex, a god-emperor playing with mortality. He demanded to be paid like a gladiator and even claimed 1,000 victories. Real? Maybe not. But Commodus blurred the line between ruler and fighter like no one else. Outro legends in the sand, they lived hard. They died young. But their names endured longer than emperors. In a world built on domination and spectacle, these gladiators became more than slaves. They became symbols of strength, of rebellion, of what it meant to fight, bleed, and die. For the roar of the crowd, their stories didn't end in the arena. They began there,